Christmas is a-coming, and if you're a forward planner, you've probably already started designing your Christmas dinner table. I'm not talking just about the food that's going onto it, but the decor surrounding it, so you can create a warm, memorable time for your family and friends. Now outside it's cold, it's probably frosty, maybe even snowing, and not much is growing outside, let alone flowering. So bring the living warmth inside. One of the world's favorite centerpieces when it comes to Christmas time, of course, is the amaryllis. And why wouldn't you want to have this? It's got all of the Christmas colors, the red, white and green, which are so prevalent at this time of the year. But how many of you have thought about what goes into getting an amaryllis to you? What do they go through to come and lighten up your Christmas table? Although many refer to these beautiful blooms as amaryllis, they are in fact more generally available in Hippeastrum, a genus of about 90 species and over 600 cultivars and hybrids, with many more on the way. Well, the only two true amaryllis that you'll find are both South African natives, and those are the Amaryllis belladonna and the paradisicola. Hippeastrum flower naturally in South Africa during the summer months, which is over Christmas time, which means your Hadeco amaryllis is going to do the same thing, even if you are in the cold northern climates of the world. Unlike the Dutch Hippeastrum, which is forced to flower out of season. But how exactly does that happen? Hadeco brings the bulbs north for winter by ship in temperature-controlled containers. And it's almost as if the bulbs experience a kind of jet lag. So by the time they arrive in the warmth of your home, they think it's summer and they start to bloom. To get the best out of your bulb and to make sure it does what you want it to do when you want it to do it, we're going to give you some hints and tips. When growing your amaryllis in a pot, make sure that you have a pot which is at least 2.5 centimeters to 5 centimeters wider than the diameter of your bulb. Growing them in a proper sandy potting mix is the way to go. In other words, a fairly heavy, dense medium. They can also, like hyacinths, be grown on water. Just place the bulb on top of marbles or pebbles in a glass container and fill with water to just below the bulb, just so the bulb can sniff it. This ensures that the base is sitting out of the water. Indoors, the plant will need to be placed in a warm location around about 20 to 24 degrees Celsius or 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And don't forget to water well when you plant it. Once the bulb is sprouted, move it to a sunny window and keep watering it well, but not too much water, mind you, because otherwise you may suffocate the roots and it could lead to the bulb rotting. You'll also want to just once a day turn it a little bit, like this, rotating the same direction all the time, to make sure that the stem grows up straight, because otherwise what might happen is that you have a plant which is leaning off to one side. Once the plant starts showing off its beautiful blooms, which usually takes about 6 to 8 weeks to happen, you're going to take it off of the windowsill and put it into a place with indirect light, and it's a little bit cooler. This will help prolong the blooms. Now, if you're wanting this to flower at Christmas time, you must plant it out around about the 10th of November. If, however, you've got your bulbs quite early and you want it to only bloom then, you're going to pop it into a brown paper bag, pop that into the refrigerator, make sure that the fridge doesn't go below 5 degrees centigrade, and leave it there until the time is right, because it will still be dormant. The moment you bring it out, you put it into the pot, you're going to pot it up, it'll think it's summer, and then it'll start growing and you should have it blooming by Christmas. Treated correctly, the bulb will keep on producing flowers for years. So if you want to nurture your bulb for another season, well, take it, put it back onto that sunny windowsill, and above all, remember this: you're going to need to keep on feeding it, because the bulb needs the energy to create new flowers for the next season. So you'll be giving it fertilizer at half strength once or twice a month, and keep watering it as well, but not too much, only when you can feel that the top of the soil is dry. Once the temperature outdoors is staying well above freezing, you can start acclimating your plant to the outdoors, taking it outside for longer and longer periods every single day. And pop it into a sunny spot, bring it back indoors again. The next day you'll take it out and leave it for a little longer in a semi-shady or sunny spot. You can also then, once it's acclimated, plant it into the garden. But you don't have to. You can also just keep it in the pot and keep it out on your patio too. Don't forget, a potted amaryllis makes a fantastic Christmas gift. In fact, it makes a great gift at any time of the year, wherever in the world you are. So, give a gift that keeps on giving.